I didn't see you there. Welcome to In the Kitchen with Tom, another episode. We have a great dinner tonight. I am making a romantic dinner tonight. And what's going to make it romantic, I'll show you in just a moment. But what I did was I jumped online today, and I wanted to have a nice seafood dinner. And I had some mahi mahi in the refrigerator. So I went online and I typed in mahi mahi recipe, and I came up with one for a ginger glazed mahi mahi. So that's going to be the main course, and then I thought a nice side dish of rice would be good. So I really like basmati rice, and I typed in basmati rice recipe, and I found one for lemon basmati rice. I'm going to have some vegetables on the side with the rice and the mahi mahi. I got a nice salad going, a nice little something for dessert. And to make this a romantic evening, let me show you what I've got lined up here, okay? If you come on over this way, we've got, first of all, you've got to have nice music. So I have some Frank Sinatra playing. I like to use Pandora. And I'll put Pandora on the computer, and it plays commercial free, so you don't have these interruptions between songs for, you know, whatever it is. You just have straight out music. So we've got Pandora playing on the sound system. We've got some nice candles going up on the mantle. Got some nice candles going up on the wall. We've got a really nice fire going, all right? And then, so that takes care of the ambiance in here. Now, if you come back over here, we've got the table set. And of course, you've got to have a nice table if you're going to have a romantic dinner. So, I have some nice candles lit. And I have two very nice place settings. I've already made the salad, as you can see. So the salad's already made. So now I'm going to get back in the kitchen, and we're going to start cooking that mahi mahi in the basmati rice. So you can join me in there in just a moment. Alright, what I really like about this lemon basmati rice recipe, which has 5 stars actually on the website, I got this off of allrecipes.com, is how simple it is. It calls for this serving that I'm doing. It's 1 cup of basmati rice, and that's been rinsed. And then I have a 2-inch piece of fresh ginger, which you can see here I've minced. I've never really learned the difference between mincing something or chopping something. Maybe somebody out there watching this video would care to comment on the video and let me know what the difference is between the two. And then I have some lemon. It called for 1 lemon juiced and zested. So as you can see there, I've got the juice of 1 lemon and then the zest on there. Now what it tells me to do is take that into a pan or a pot over medium heat, and I'm going to put that in here. I have about 4 teaspoons of oil. I use just canola oil. And now I'm going to take the lemon, and I'm going to take the ginger, just like this. And I'm going to put that in there, and I'm just going to stir it around for a good minute. And just, I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit. It's a little bit high. So I'm going to do that, and I'll turn the timer on. And I'll just let that rice really absorb the, actually just let all the flavors absorb each other. You know, let the lemon blend in with the ginger and the lemon blend in with the rice. So we'll let that go for about 1 minute here, and then I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. It's been a minute, and what I did was I actually added 2 cups of chicken broth. And so I have 1 cup of basmati rice, 2 cups of chicken broth. Now, it was actually my bad. I should have read the recipe a little more careful, because it actually said to add the lemon juice, or actually add the lemon zest with the ginger in the rice and cook that for a minute. And then add the chicken broth and the lemon juice. So I added the lemon juice right from the onset. I don't know if that'll really make that big of a difference, but anyway. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring this to a boil, let it get to a nice boil, and then I'm going to reduce the heat, cover it, and let it sit for 20 minutes. And while that's cooking, I'm going to get started on the other item on the menu, which is the Ginger Glazed Mahi Mahi. So if I come over here to my refrigerator and I bring out my Mahi Mahi that has been marinating, there you can see it. Now the recipe for this is it calls for, now this is with two Mahi Mahi fillets. It was 1 tablespoon and 1.5 tablespoons. There's 3 ingredients. They all say 1 tablespoon and 1.5 teaspoons. So 1 tablespoon, 1.5 teaspoon of honey, 1 tablespoon, 1.5 teaspoon of soy sauce, and 1 tablespoon and 1.5 teaspoons of balsamic vinegar. It also wanted 1/2 of a teaspoon of grated fresh ginger root and 1/2 a clove of garlic crushed or to taste, and then a little bit of olive oil. It asked for some olive oil and the Mahi Mahi fillets, and then a little bit of vegetable oil. So I've let that marinate now in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to heat some oil in a large skillet over medium heat, and I'm going to let these cook for 4 to 6 minutes on each side. So that's what, 8 to 12 minutes total cooking time. And I know that this rice over here that's boiling is going to take 20 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this rice cook for I'll set the timer for 20 minutes, or actually I'll set the timer for 8 minutes, and then after 8 minutes have gone by, I'll reset the timer for 12 minutes, and then I'll start cooking the Mahi Mahi. So the rice and the Mahi Mahi will be done at the same time. Very, very important when you're cooking a nice dinner. So I'll be back in just a moment. Alright, so I've got a confession. I'm going to cheat a little bit tonight. You know, those people that know me know that I absolutely love Costco. Actually, my home could be a Costco showcase. So what I'm having here, what you're looking at here, are fire roasted vegetable blend with balsamic butter sauce. And you can see that would be just a perfect accompaniment to a nice Mahi Mahi dinner. So what I'm going to do here is, this is these come in 1-pound bags, as you can see, just like this. And it's very easy. You just heat 1 tablespoon of oil in a pan. You put the contents of the bag in the pan and you simmer on medium-high for 5 to 6 minutes. So what I'm basically going to be doing is I start the rice that's cooking 20 minutes. After that's been going 8 minutes with 12 minutes left, I start the Mahi Mahi, which is 4 to 6 minutes on each side. And that'll give me that, so once I flip over the Mahi Mahi, then I start the vegetables. And with 5 minutes, I'll be sitting down to a fantastic dinner, I'm sure. Alright, so we're just rolling along here. We're only a few minutes away from dining on this wonderful meal. You can see the Mahi Mahi is just sizzling away there. I wish you could smell it. It just really, really smells good. So I'm going to be cooking that for 4 to 6 minutes on each side. And then after I'm done cooking that, I'm going to take that out and keep it warm, and I'm going to put the rest of the marinade there in, and I'm going to boil that down to a nice glaze and put that over the Mahi Mahi. And then over here in the back, we've got these vegetables, and these are just starting to heat up. And the rice, I probably got about another 2 minutes for the rice. I don't want to open that and show you because I just want to make sure that that cooks real thoroughly. So we will be back in just a few minutes, hopefully. Next time we tune in, we'll be sitting at the dinner table. Okay, I lied. The next segment of the video here is not going to be at the table. I just want to show you how beautiful that looks. So that's been cooking now. I got about another minute to go. They say to cook it until it just it flakes off. And if I take a fork here and just kind of flake it off, you can see it's maybe a little bit more. I'm just cooking it pretty. I don't want to overcook it. And then look at these vegetables. You know, I mean, America is so much about convenience. Look at that. You know, as you got green beans in there, carrots, and potatoes, some mushroom. I see a little peppers. And you know, that probably cost me all of, I don't know, that That right there cost me maybe $1.50 if you divided the bag has 3 1-pound bags in there, so I think the bag was about $5 or $6 or something like that. You can't beat that with a stick. So anyway, all right, so now the next time we tune in, we will be sitting down to eat. But actually what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the remainder of this glaze and I'm going to pour this into the pan like that. And then I'm going to take this mahi-mahi out of here. It should be done by now. So I'll take the mahi-mahi out. Okay, like that. A little bit hard to do this with one hand and hold the camera. Okay. So, you got that going there. Now it says to keep that warm. So I'm just going to throw the lid right back on top of that. I'll turn off the little beeper there. So we got the lid going, and now I'm just going to let this simmer, and I'm going to bring that down to a nice glaze. Alright, so you just let that heat just a little bit. It'll turn into a nice glaze, and I'm going to pour that right over the mahi-mahi, and it should be just one absolutely delicious dinner. Alright, so next time we'll be sitting down at the table. Alright, here we go. Alright, as promised, here we are. What a nice looking plate. You have the ginger glazed mahi mahi and the balsamic butter, roasted vegetables with the lemon ginger rice over there. And then of course you have the salad. Got a nice glass of wine, and boy, you know, what romantic dinner wouldn't be complete without an absolutely beautiful woman. Hello, Lorena.
Hello, Tom.
And thank you for joining me for dinner tonight.
Oh, my pleasure.
Does this meet your expectations?
Totally. I just can't wait to try this.
So,
cheers for you.
Cheers for me, huh? No, cheers
Best chef.
Cheers to us.
Yes,
huh?
to us.
Now, how long has it been now? About 4 months that we've been together, right?
4 months.
4 months, huh, girlfriend?
Yes.
Yeah, and everything's good?
Everything is wonderful.
You know, if my dad were sitting here right now, he'd say, Lorena, is Tommy treating you okay?
Oh, perfect.
And your answer would be perfect, huh?
Perfect.
All right. Well, you're treating me pretty good too.
Oh,
let's have a nice evening together, okay?
you.
All right. Bye-bye.